We just wrapped up round number 10 of the NGPC here out at Lake Havasu. The pro race was absolutely epic. Dante Oliveira on the KTM 300 won. He goes out on top, smoked it on the two-stroke. What better way to go out if you're a champion, riding for fun on a two-stroke and winning. Mateo Oliveira comes in a close third place. Austin Walton second on that Rockstar Husky. It was a great pro race. They were together pretty much the whole 90-minute race. At first though, it looked like Three Brothers Kilmartin racer Justin Heft was right up in the front. He made a slight bobble and crashed exiting the pits. That kind of gave some light to Dante. He started to put on a charge, but Walton got to the front. The second they got to the pits, Dante took off and he just started opening up a lead. It was awesome to watch. Congrats to the champ on that Red Bull KTM.
It was epic. Stoked to rip it on the two-stroke and get the win. Those awesome battles from the start to finish. With pitting a lap early, the guys got around me, so I ended up having to charge after them again. And once they pitted, I ended up getting right on my rear wheels and started battling. It was freaking awesome. I mean, can't beat riding the two-stroke in the sand whip. So stoked with how the bike ran, stoked with the team jiving, and yeah, stoked to end it on a good note.
We ended up with second place. It was definitely a grueling day, but that's to be expected for Havasu. It's one of those races where you're always going to grind it out. This one seemed to be pretty intense for the sake of the first part. We were driving super hard, trying to get into the positions I wanted to. Once I worked my way into the first place, that ended up, you know, the track opened up. I was able to flow a couple lines, but that didn't last too long because then we started getting into lappers, and that made some challenge to it because I wasn't able to flow my lines, taking lines, trying to get around people. So it was a grind of a day. Had some battles with Dante there for a little bit. Ended up walking away with the second place. You know, it was one of those races where you just had to get to the end and really just try to flow the lines. The track was hard to do that though. But all in all, you know, happy with the second place for the day. We're ending out the season strong, so going into the off season with a you know, strong base.
Today was unreal. Good start, about fourth place, and then got shuffled back by the Italian Giacomo Rodandi the first lap, and then trailed him for a little bit, got back around him, and then made a charge up to the front. I got up to about third place after Justin Hoffman down the pits, and then just stayed right there. Austin and my brother were riding super good, and I even got into second at one point, and I really just trailed Austin all day, and I'm stoked. Good rebound from the works race last week and getting my butt kicked, but it feels good to rebound and get third in my first Grand Prix 450 race.
In the Pro 2 class, it was exciting. Gus Reardon, he came back from GNCC. He's been on the podium over there, comes back to the West Coast, puts himself at the top, absolutely crushed the field. He made the Pro 250 class look silly today. Rolling in that second place was Parker Ross on the SLR Honda. He worked really hard to get to where he was. Gangslingers Kawasaki Cole Zeller was pressuring him pretty much the whole race, along with Kai Aiello on that Three Brothers Husqvarna 250. We weren't quite sure who was going to get that podium position, but Cole Zeller pushed through and got third.
It was good. Yeah, it was pretty high intense, but sort of got off to a second place start and was there the first lap, and then made my way into the lead and sort of maintained and grew that gap until sort of the last lap, I'm pretty sure, and then I sort of just backed off and didn't really need to push anymore. Got a terrible start. I was about sixth and a little sluggish the opening laps. Didn't know that, like, wasn't that comfortable on the track at first, but got a flow, started pushing through, got past a bunch of guys, past like most of the field, and ended up being in second, did a pit, and ended up just, you know, trying to stay smooth out there. I had Zeller right behind me, pushing me the last couple laps, and yeah, I ended up getting second, but yeah, definitely not my favorite track out here with all the rocks and sand, but definitely interesting and definitely a learning curve for me, and I can't thank the whole SLR team enough. My mom and dad working so hard for me. Fly, Monster, ODI, Pro Circuit, Dunlop, and everybody else at Sportsy, thank you so much.
It was great, man. It was a gnarly 90 minutes, man. I was in a battle the whole time with Kai, Jack, Parker, and man, it was gnarly, but my fitness was great, and I was able to stay in it the whole race, and it worked out in the end, man. I got up on the box and yeah, I couldn't be happier.
In the women's class, Brandy Richards yet again won. It was awesome. Tara Geiger retiring on her last race on that JCR Honda, getting second, and third going to Caitlin Jacobs.
Out here in Havasu for our last round of NGPC. It was such a great time. I absolutely love this venue. Hometown race, had a great time. They did such a great job with the track, and just rode the 125 this weekend. Had a blast out there, just shredding it the whole time. So had a good time, great year. I'm super stoked on the year, coming out with another championship, and stoked looking into next year, coming back to NGPC and looking to defend my title again.
Today wasn't the best, just kind of got through it. Yesterday I had a blast on the track, but today was kind of couldn't find a rhythm. But at the end of the day, it was a good day. Yeah, this was my last race, so like I said, I was glad I had a lot of fun yesterday racing, one of the earlier races, and ended up second today, so happy with that, and you know, going home healthy, so that was the biggest win.
We started off good, we got the whole shot, and Tara and I were super close the entire race, and then I think we had about 30 or 20 minutes left of the race, and Tara was right in front of me, and I had a big crash down on the beach, and from there I just kind of cruised it in. Yeah, definitely looking forward to 2023 and regrouping and starting fresh for next year, and carrying in the confidence from this weekend that I finally got back after being hurt all year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to 2023.
Overall, it was a great weekend. We look forward to seeing you guys at round 1 out in Delano for next year. Can Dante do it again, a four-peat, or is his little brother gonna pick it up and take that championship away? I guess we'll have to see. See you guys next year.